loves. So, first of all, guys, I want to say that I apologize for not being as present as I typically would be with lives and all of that. If you are on my email list or if you follow me on Instagram, then you know the reason for that. And yes, I am doing fine now. Also, I want to say that I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that I get a lot of questions about. And that question is, how do I know whether or not a man is ready to commit to me? Or how do I know if a man is not going to commit to me? Some variation on that. And I'm going to give you a really, really simple answer that honestly some of you may not like, but it is the truest thing that I can tell you, and it is the best advice that I can give you. And that answer is this: if a man wants to commit to you, he will tell you that he wants to commit to you. What I mean by this is that men really don't play when it comes to relationships and making a commitment and making the decision that a woman is the right woman for him. So if a man wants to commit to you, if he is considering you as the woman that he wants to marry, he is going to make it clear to you within the first 3 months, likely, maybe four. And again, this is going to apply to someone who is ready to get married, as in, obviously, we're not talking about teenage romances here, or someone who's just really young, say late teens, maybe early 20s, who's not in a place to commit, period. But yeah, a man who is at a point where he's looking for a relationship, where he is serious about finding a relationship, is going to let you know that he's ready to commit in the first 3 or 4 months. He is going to come out and say, I could see myself marrying you. I could see myself spending my life with you. I could see us having a serious relationship. It's going to be something along those lines. So if a man is not ready to commit to you, or if he's not ready to be in a relationship, or if he wants to commit to someone else, frankly, he knows that you're not the woman that he's going to marry, he's not going to have these discussions. He's not going to make any long-term plans with you. So the holidays are coming up. He is not going to bring up the subject of Christmas and Thanksgiving and who you guys are going to be hanging out with, because he has no intentions of bringing you to any family events. Or if he does, it is most definitely going to be something like a work event, or it's going to be something along the lines of an event with friends that he kind of sort of hangs out with sometimes. In other words, people that he's not incredibly close to, so it won't matter when you disappear in a couple of months. Definitely not plans with family. If a man is willing to commit to you, he makes long-term plans. So he will say something about, this is fall right now. So he'll say something about, hey, next spring, maybe we should go visit this place. Maybe we should go to do this. I've always heard that's fun. Or we missed that concert this year. Next year when they're in town, we should definitely go. If you bring up long-term plans like 6 months to a year out, and the guy doesn't respond, or he's like, yeah, whatever, he doesn't really get excited about it, he's probably not planning to be around when these plans happen. So yeah, the easiest way to know that a man plans to commit to you is that he will tell you that he wants to commit to you. Again, within the first 3 or 4 months. And if he is serious about committing to you, then he is going to do the things that it takes to marry you within the first, at most, 2 to 3 years. And I say this because I hear this from women all the time. They've been in relationships with a man for 5, 10 years, and it's like, oh, he's still getting his life together. He's still trying to go through school. He's still trying to, get this certain title, this certain job promotion. Well, yeah, if the two of you are undergrads in college, then I could see why it might take a couple of years for him to get some things together because you're both finishing school. But especially if you're in a situation where you're in your late 20s, if you're in your 30s, 40s, and beyond, if a man is serious about making the commitment to you and marrying you, he's not going to drag the relationship for 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. In the case of me and my husband told me within the first 6 weeks that I was the woman that he wanted to marry. And when it came to us getting married, we had been together for 2 years when we got engaged, 3 years when we got married. And he said, there are these things that I need to get together. There's a certain amount of money that I want to make. And he worked his tail off and did it. So there's no someone still getting their life after a decade. I hope that makes sense. But again, this is the quickest way to know that a man is ready to commit. And if you have any questions, feel free to hop those in the comments section, and I will come back and look at those and answer them. But right now, I actually have to go meet with a client of mine, so I really just want to really quick and give you the short tidbit. I will talk to you guys later. Love you all.